Hello, people! I'm Wesley, your host, with my faithful furry sidekick, Clementine. Are you a good girl? Oh, who's my good girl? Today's conversation is all about my favorite thing, play. Let's find out how getting more fun every day will lead to a happier you. It's time for another Wesley Podcast online talk show episode thingy, brought to you by the good folks at Healthy West Orange. So here we go. On with the show. Of course, I'm joined by our producer, Luna.
Hello, Wesley, and hello, listeners. Ready to have some fun?
I know I am. Fun is my middle name. But unfortunately, I don't have a last name. So I just go by Wesley. Wesley, Fun, Unknown.
Why not make your not having a last name fun? Instead of unknown, how about fill in the blank?
Ooh, I like that. I could have a different last name every day.
I say it's Penguin for today. Okay?
Love it. I'm Wesley Fun Penguin, and Luna's got her thing coming up at the end of the show.
Sorry.
Luna, you seem a little sleepy today.
Yep, I am a bit sleepy today. But I'll tell you all about it at the end of the show. Because right now, we are going to have some fun.
Yes, we are. And that's a great segue for introducing our special guest today. Bob Kodzis is Chief Creative Catalyst at Flight of Ideas and is a professional artist and teacher of improvisation who's worked with Disney Imagineers, NASA engineers, and even Federal Reserve Bank auditors, sharing how play helps everyone learn and grow. So, with our fancy fun fanfare, please welcome to the show, Bob Kodzis.
Hello, Wesley. I'm so excited to be here today to talk to you about play and the power of this amazing activity in our lives.
Well, hello, Bob. It's great to have you with us today. Let's start off with, what the heck is play, anyway? I know Clementine loves to play, especially when I'm busy doing something else. Right, Clementine?
Well, play is really anything that is fun and recreational, and we can incorporate play into our lives in a million different ways. You could play a board game. You could play a video game. You could play a sport with somebody. You can role play. There are a million different ways that you can engage in this fun.
Wow. So, what actually happens to our brain and our body when we play?
It's interesting. It depends on the kind of play you engage in. If you're engaging in a game like a board game, you're really going to work your mind and your brain will change by making new connections with what it learns in the game. If you're playing a sport, it will work your body and also work your mind at the same time. So it really depends, but it's always transformational for the mind and the body, and it's always good.
I like that. Okay, so are there measurable benefits of being playful and having fun?
You know, I'm sure that there are. I can't quote any studies in particular, but I've experienced enough play in enough different environments that I've seen the impact of it, how it changes the group dynamics, how it changes the individual dynamics, how it lightens up human beings and kind of gives them a different perspective.
Does that make fun the opposite of work?
Well, I hope not. In fact, I know a lot of people who have a lot of fun at work. Some people find their jobs extremely fun, but some people who don't find their jobs fun create fun around the office. I had a friend who filled a friend's cubicle with packing popcorn when he was away on vacation, so that when he returned, he had the joy of digging himself into his cubicle. Now, that may not sound fun for the person who had to dig himself up, but for the rest of the office, it was a blast.
Sounds fun. So, are there different kinds of play?
There are as many different kinds of play as there are kinds of human beings on the planet. I mean, we could talk about, if you want to work your mind, you could do a board game, something like Monopoly or chess or dominoes that work your brain. If you want to work your body, move more into the sports kinds of play, football, basketball. There are tons of different ways. Even acting is, in fact, a form of playing. role-playing as well. So again, whatever suits you, that's the direction that you should go in. I think there is a reason that there are so many different kinds of play. And I think it's because there are so many different kinds of people. And find the kind that suits you and gather some people around and enjoy it.
Since fun is my middle name, I feel like I'm a natural at play. But what should I say to folks like Luna when she tells me that play is a waste of time because she's too busy? How can people inject more fun?
Well, I think it's important that people make play a priority. It's a good use of your time. It's not a waste of time. In fact, I'm hired sometimes by corporations to come in strictly for the purpose of helping their people to play together. When we play together, we learn to be different people, and we make different connections with ourselves and with the other people around us. So very often it can be the path to even higher productivity within a team or an organization just from having played together.
Your job sounds fun.
It's the funnest.
So, a little bird dropped a phrase on me the other day that I'd never heard of. Productive play. What exactly does that mean?
Oh, productive play is any time that we use play to accomplish some other means. And play can be used as a tool in a million different directions. I like to use play to help people connect better as a team.
Oh.
Like, for example, I have a game that I play called Magic Carpet, where I put a team of 12 or 15 people on top of a big sheet of plastic. And then I tell them that you are now on a magic carpet that's 2 miles above the surface of the earth.
Wow.
Now, your challenge is to turn over your magic carpet because it's upside down. If you want to return to Earth, you have to turn that magic carpet over, but you have to do so without anybody stepping off the magic carpet. Now, you consider that game. It's fun and it's silly and it's people trying to solve a problem, but by the end of it, everybody on the magic carpet has learned things about themselves, the way they work together, how they lead, how they follow, how they communicate, and in the debrief, it's amazing what they learn.
Okay. See, Luna? I'm being productive when I put on my cape and pretend I'm Superman. So, what are the top 3 things you want our listeners to remember when it comes to being playful with others and having more fun?
1, play is much more fun with other people. So I recommend that you find opportunities to play with other people. You can play by yourself, but other people make it much more exciting and interesting. 2, play shouldn't be considered something extra. It should be considered something basic and vital to every day, maybe even every hour. If you can inject fun and play into every hour of your life, imagine how different that would be. And 3, I would just say, let's change the way we view play. It's not a waste of time. It's actually a good use of time because it improves the quality of our lives. And I think all of us could use a little bit of that.
I would say so. That sounds good. You ready to play?
I'm ready.
And with that, it's time to play 5 things we now know about our guest because they are here on our show and I worked really hard on coming up with the questions last night. Okay, Luna, start the playfully fun, intimidating timer thing.
All right, here we go.
First question. Cramps, tears, snorts, or hiccups? What do you get when you laugh too hard?
Are those the only choices? I guess I get tears, I guess, and I get a really sore face if I laugh hard enough.
Okay, if you could be a virtuoso on any instrument, what would it be?
Ooh, good question. I think I would choose my own voice, actually, because I take it everywhere with me, and I would love to be able to make beautiful noises with that instrument.
Last time you were it.
It, like tag it?
Sure.
Actually, we play a game of tag with my friends, the improvisers at SAC Comedy Lab, every year. So I was it about a year ago, and I was it for about a week during a month-long game.
Cool. That is a really long game.
It was.
Name a snack food you would happily eat in front of your doctor without any guilt.
I love snack foods, and most of them I eat with guilt. So wait, I would say I would eat celery, and I would crunch hard to make a point to make him know that I'm eating something healthy.
Doctors like that, I guess. Most difficult word you spelled correctly the first time.
Probably onomatopoeia. And I think actually that was the last time that I spelled it correctly. It was the first time I spelled it correctly.
I'm not going to try that one. Well, great job. Thanks for sharing, and thank you for playing. 5 things we now know about our guest because they are here on my show and worked really hard to come up with these questions last night.
Thank you very much. I loved being here today. It was awesome to talk to you about play. But you know what's better than talking about play? Actually playing. So Wesley, I hope you and all your listeners get out right now, go out and find someone to play with.
Bob Kodzis, the chief creative catalyst at Flight of Ideas, has been our guest today, talking with us about the many benefits of play and how to have more fun in doing whatever you are doing to enjoy becoming a better you. Luna, what have you got for us this week?
So here's my thing. Sorry, I'm so tired today. I haven't gotten much sleep lately. I know it's not healthy. But look, college is a lot. I've been busy. And one of my roommates brought some people over to the apartment and I'm glad they had fun watching movies till 5 a.m., but some of us need sleep. Anyway, it is a real issue, getting sleep in college. With studying and work and friends, there's not a lot of time. And on top of it, I've been pretty anxious about this big test I've got coming up, and anxiety never helps anything. You know, I turn off the lights, lay down, and suddenly I'm running through everything that could possibly go wrong. I don't know, guys. I'm trying. That's all I can say. Maybe I can get to sleep by 10 tonight and maybe try not to look at my phone right before I sleep. I hear the light can really keep you up. Small steps, right? Anyway, what do you think? You can tweet at HWOWesley.
Well, that's the end of another show. Subscribe to our podcast if you liked it, and follow me on Twitter at HWOWesley. To learn more about becoming a healthier you, visit healthywestorange.org or connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. My thanks to our producer, Luna Martinez, for all her hard work. And to all our listeners out and about in healthy West Orange, thanks for letting us be part of your day. Make it a great one. I'm Wesley. Say goodbye, Clementine.